Hello. I'm looking quite egg-like this morning. I had a dressage show like 2 weekends ago, and then I meant to do this video sooner, but on the second day of the show I got really sick and then I lost my voice for like a week, but I'm back now. So I'm going to voice over both my tests from the weekend. On Saturday I did first level test 3, and on Sunday I moved up to second level test 1. Here I'll show you the tests if you're interested in seeing those. So here is first level test 3. I think you can see those numbers. And then here is the back. This is second level test 1. I got a 67 on both tests. And there are those if you want to like look closer at the numbers or scores or anything. Feel free, I don't care. This was first level test 3. So we came in, he's super cute. I chose to sit my trot down center line. I pretty much always do. He's looking real cute here. He sucked back behind my leg for a second there, but then we fixed it. And then beautiful halt. Not quite square in the back, but pretty nice. He came above the bit for a moment there after the halt, but it was fine. This test was so incredibly long. Like you'll see, it was 6 minutes in total. And then we had an across the diagonal trot lengthening. It was mid. It was mid. We're still working on those. Those are pretty hard for him. And then a leg yield off the rail. Leg yields are very difficult for him, so they're not super pretty. When things get hard, he tends to just toss his head and try to come above the bit. So then I just pushed him forward into the contact, and he kind of sorted that out himself. And then we had a 10-meter circle here, which was fine. That was cute. The turn there was nice. And then we had a stretchy trot circle here at B. Stretchy trot's also pretty hard for him. This was actually probably the best he's ever done for me. He likes to go, he'll stretch down, but he doesn't go out at all. So the fact that he wasn't like behind the bit here was very good. And then he got a little fussy when I took the contact back, but he settled into it okay. And then I believe there's a canter transition here at A. Yeah. So I sat my trot. It was fine. He came above the bit a little, but the right is his harder lead anyway. And then it was a canter loop, which wasn't bad. He's actually very good at counter canter. It's one of his skill sets. And then a 15-meter circle here, which got a little hard, so he tossed his head a little. I should have pushed him a little bit more forward into the contact there. He did start to suck back, which also contributed to the head tossing. And then a canter lengthening, which is another one of his strong suits. He's quite good at that. He got a little fussy coming back, but I mean, it's where he's at right now. And across the diagonal, trotting over X, which was lovely until he tossed his head. The walk transition was very nice. I let his neck get a little long there for a medium walk, but this was our free walk here. It was a little loop. I found this very difficult because I wanted to bend him like around the loop, but it's really hard to do that when you have no rein connection, so I found that quite difficult. I don't really know the proper way to do a free walk loop, but it was fine, I guess. And then at A we had a trot transition. He got a little anticipative, but that's okay. And then our other leg yield, this one was kind of a hot mess because this is harder direction. But we tried. We made do with what we had. And then I should have pushed it more forward there. And then a trot lengthening. This one was quite cute. My hands got a little high. I think I was trying to lift his head, but he was cute. I wasn't, but he was. And a canter transition, and then we do the whole canter sequence again. I liked that transition, but then he got fussy there. I should have pushed him forward into the contact again, but I did not. My bad. We got a comment that he was overbent during this canter loop, which I didn't really feel like was true. I feel like he was the proper amount of bent, but that's okay. You live and you learn. That 10-meter circle was much nicer. And then lengthen. Which again, quite nice. I did love that. I think I got an 8 on that canter lengthening actually. But then he got fussy here, which I didn't appreciate very much. But in his defense, this is a very long test, and I think he was just getting fatigued. So by the end, he was kind of like, this is stupid. And it kind of was stupid. It's a stupidly long test, in my opinion. He was just not feeling it by the end, but that's okay. And then I need a more outside rein around that turn there, and more outside leg. The halt was decent. So here's second level test 1. He was a little fussy in the connection as we went around to get up center line, but as soon as we turned down center line, he was good. I think he had to poop, and I think he was like trying to figure out if he could do that, and that's why he got fussy. So then he poops as we're going down center line, so that's very elegant. Great job. But the halt was quite nice. Cute, cute. It was a nice turn. Here we had a trot lengthen it, or a medium trot, I think, but I momentarily forgot where I was going, so you'll see me like veer to the letter that I was supposed to go to. I don't know. I did momentarily forget where I was going, but then I remembered. It was fine. I was sick on this day. I get a little bit of a pass. And then we have a shoulder in. His shoulder ins definitely need work, but in his defense, I didn't think I would be moving up to second level at this show, so we hadn't really worked too much on them. But he stayed in the connection really nicely through all of this, which I thought was quite nice of him, because obviously shoulder ins are pretty difficult, and he still stayed in that connection. And then a halt, rein back. The halt was nice. He threw his haunches in a little through the rein back, but again, not something we've really practiced that much, so I was pretty happy with it. I'm gonna be honest with you, I think like most of this test I had no idea what I was doing because my head was so cloudy because I was so sick, but it's fine. It's fine. Just PSA, I did stay very far away from everybody on this day and told everybody I was sick so I wouldn't get them sick, so don't come after me. Then my camera woman had a little malfunction there, but I think she fixed it. Abby, please. Sorry, Abby, I didn't mean that. I appreciate you filming me. Then he got fussy, but he did sit for that canter transition, which is a really big deal. So I will take it. And then I think that was a canter lengthening. That was kind of lame. I'm gonna be honest with you. We could have done better. And a 10-meter circle, which is very hard for him, but I feel like he tried. He really tried his best, so we'll take it. And then across the short diagonal for counter canter. I was just one step too early for that trot transition, but the walk transition was lovely. And again, another nice canter transition, and he did sit again. And then this lengthening was very nice. I really enjoyed that one. But then he got fussy a little bit, just a little. Coming back from those is still really hard for him. And this 10-meter circle, again, a little hard, a little iffy there. But he tried, he put in a good effort. And then again across the diagonal. I kind of overshot B and didn't really get to it. And then again, just one step too early on that trot transition. And I think this was, yeah, another trot lengthening, which he did really cute. I was a little bouncy, but at this point I just wanted the test to be over because I felt like I was gonna die. So, you know. And then we had this weird, at S you turned left, and then at I you turned left, and that was how you came down center line, which we had literally never practiced before, but I was happy with it. And the halt was quite nice.